overall the markets, they are back in the green this morning. Nothing substantial in terms of the percentage point gain. Nifty is up about 0.3% as we speak. But yesterday, a very interesting session. I mean, it was pretty much a session of two halves. In the first half, the bulls were in complete control. They were taking the markets higher. But post noon, bears took over. We paired all gains and then some. I mean, what's your sense of things over here, sir? Just good old profit taking, considering that we have the weekly expiry for Nifty and Bank Nifty, or is the market finally taking cognizance of the global headwinds coming our way?
Good morning, Suyash. Well, my sense is that, there have been some slight turbulence in the indices on a day trading front. But if you look at the volume action, the volumes in the last couple of days have been slightly on the lower end. Now, this may be on account of the truncated holiday week we are into. That may be one of the reasons. And broadly, if the chart setup has to be seen, I see no area of concern as yet, because clearly the market has been shrugging off the global concerns, which we had since last couple of weeks, with the crude and your dollar index, your 10-year yields all going up. But the market is kind of still holding on to its ground. New territories have been conquered, and the setup is clearly pointing for the Nifty aiming for the magical 23,000 mark. 22,500 base has been set. That's your strong support now. And 22,800 might be a stopover resistance, but the broader target working out for Nifty is 23,000. So be set for those targets. Continue to be on the buy side till at least 22,500 holds. I do not see any concern for any correction unfolding or profit booking in the market as yet.
All right, and what's your take on Bank Nifty? Because for the longest of time on the show, we have been speaking about, when Bank Nifty will take the leadership role. It seems like it has assumed that role finally. We are at record highs on Bank Nifty as well. But, facing some bit of resistance around that 49,000 zone. Yesterday also we corrected about 230 points from those levels, from the day's high. In fact, the day's high was very close to 49,000, and even this morning we are trading about with about 100 points below that mark. Do you think that will be a key resistance before we finally make that move to 50,000?
Today, considering the weekly expiry, if we were to see how the option writers are placed, it's the 49,000 call writers who have been pretty adamant and written the strike of 49,000 since a pretty long time. I believe the way the momentum has been, it's been a bit of a scare for them, but the broader open interest positioning still is suggestive that majority of the writing bets are still holding on the weekly expiry day. So it's just a matter of time today. If 49,000 is taken out of during the day, then really these call writers will be in for a scare, and you may have a short covering move which can propel the rally further up in Bank Nifty. So I see more momentum in the bank index at record high. Still, there is more room for upside. The magical 50,000 figure, which we all look forward to in Bank Nifty, might be very soon in the offing for the April series itself. Clearly, 48,500 is the support zone which is setting up for bank index. As for a weekly trader today, you need to be concerned as a call writer or as a short bet if 49,000 is taken off. Till then, expect lukewarm trades in the bank index. If 49,000 takes off, then momentum is expected to kick off. Broadly, the target area is 50,000. Support is 48,500.
Good morning, Akshay. Now, metal stocks were the ones that were rallying yesterday on the expectation that global manufacturing is going to be on a rebound in the immediate term. But the one stock that stood out was Hindustan Zinc, rose almost 18% on the Bombay Stock Exchange in one single day. All-time high, 52-week high of 407 on the Bombay Stock Exchange, a 13-year high on NSE. But if you look at what the gains that Hindustan Zinc has made over 1 year, it's only around 25%. It is on 411 today, so broken yesterday's record also. How do you see Hindustan Zinc going from here in the metal pack?
Yeah, good morning, Amit. Absolutely a fabulous rally for Hindustan Zinc. I mean, if you just see the kind of momentum and the returns in such a short duration, right from 300 to 408 in just a matter of 5 to 6 trading sessions, is a bit difficult to digest. But yes, returns are awesome. But as a fresh entrant in this counter, really, it gives me no comfort at such overheated technical parameters. A slight cool off maybe on profit booking would make it more a good buy from a risk reward payoff. So ideally a dip till 390 is what I would look forward to if I want to take a fresh buy entry in this stock. If you are holding to this stock, then great. Yes, you have had a fabulous round of rally, and this rally is projected furthermore till possibly 430 to 450 from a positional front, with the 1 to 1.5 month perspective. So yes, for positional traders, if you're owning the stock, keep targets of 430 to 440. As a new buyer, wait for slight dips for a slight cool off. 390 would be a good rate to enter back in on the buy side. The support area is 375. Your stop should be below those supports, and aim for broader targets till 430 to 450 in Hindustan Zinc.
All right, and another stock we wanted to pick your brains on is Paytm. I mean, there has been a lot of news flows around Paytm in the last couple of days. Last night, Paytm Payments Bank Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Surendra Chawla resigned from the company, citing personal reasons and to pursue, I quote, better career prospects, unquote. Also, data released from NPCI, Akshay, shows that Paytm has been losing market share on UPI over the last couple of months. But at the same time, institutional money is flowing into the stock. Mutual fund houses have actually increased their stake in Q4, and some marquee foreign portfolio investors, including New York-based Tiger Pacific, Societe Generale, and they have made fresh entries into the stock. What is going on over here, Akshay, do you think? Because the stock, I mean, it's been pretty much range bound. What do you think? It's just because the stock is cheap, that's why we are seeing some institutional participation. And how is it looking overall on the price chart, sir?
On the price charts, this stock has taken some strong hammering right from the levels of 900 or 2000 odd levels, and been somewhere in always on the news front, more on the negative news flow. And technically still, although the last few trading sessions has provided to be a respite for the counter, some good volume action, as you named, some buying activity to picking up at the levels of 380, 400 odd zones. But technically still there is no comfort which I draw looking at the charts, if I were to take a bet from a long-term perspective. At least the first hurdle of 440, this is the number you need to have on your mind. 440 should break if any kind of stability or kind of a rebound scenario has to play out for Paytm. At the level of 397 where it currently trades, still the setup is negative. You might have the stock revisiting 300, 320 on the lower end. That's the recent low which we saw. So still I would say wait and watch. Do not take a buy trade as yet. There is still time for stability in this counter. It is strongly news driven. Let stability get by. Let 440 cross. Then we will revisit and take a buy call on Paytm. So as of now, it's an avoid from the technical perspective.
Avoid and wait and watch. Lows can come. But what are your picks for the day for our investors today, Akshay?
A couple of picks I have for investors. One is Bajaj Finance. If you look at the broader chart setup, this NBFC has been making news in terms of its strong price recovery in the last few trading sessions. At the levels where it currently trades of around 7,200, the chart setup is signaling for targets of 7,400 plus, with a stop of 7,124. So have Bajaj Finance on your buy list. And the second trade is in Lupin, which is from the pharma space and has a good chart structure, which is signaling signs of a possible bottom out. You have a gap up today on a positive news development, and the chart is suggesting targets of 1641 to 1657 with a stop loss of 1582. So Lupin and Bajaj Finance, my two top pick for the viewers from a short-term trading perspective.